Chapter 14, Lesson 6, page 605. Now we're going to talk about, we've talked about the perimeter and the area of regular polygons. We've talked about the circumference and the area of an entire circle. Now we're going to talk about the circumference and the area of a section of a circle. Okay? And so we're going to go back to the different types of angles that we can have in a circle. All right, so if I have an angle, and that is the center, and if I tell you that that angle is 75 degrees, what's the measure of the arc? 75 degrees, because the central angle equals the measure of the central angle. I almost said arc. The measure of the arc is equivalent to the measure of the central angle. All right? We are going to use central angles to find the length of that. This is called a sector. This piece here is called a sector, right here. A sector is any piece of the pie, the whole pie, right? Any piece of the whole pie, all right? And the way that we calculate the sector is we take its central angle, we divide it by all the way around the whole angle, and then we multiply it by the formula. If we're talking length, I told you last class period, when you hear the word length, you're hearing circumference, okay? Length and circumference. So I'm using that formula. So it would be 75 over 360 times 2 pi r. If I want the area of that sector, the area is then, of course, 75 over 360 times pi r squared. All right, so looking at the sector, let's think about the definition of a sector, all right? What bounds, what defines that sector? Yeah. 2 radii. 2 radii and the length, the arc, yes, 2 radii and an arc define the boundaries of a sector. All right, so we can divide them evenly, we can divide them not evenly. All right, so a lot of times, guys, so also, this is used a lot with pie charts. So pie charts are used. I'm going to make something up. Okay, let's talk about the color of shoes. I don't know. I just made that up. Okay, color of shoes. I know everybody's brown. That doesn't work here. Let's do color of eyes. Color of eyes. Everybody doesn't have the same color eyes. Okay, what color eyes do we have? Do we have brown? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 that have brown eyes? Okay. Who has green? Green? Green, we'll go 2 green. 2 green. 3 green. You're green?
I don't know about hazel. It might be hazel, but from here.
Let's put it in hazel. We'll have another category. Okay. What about, let's go hazel. Hazel. And then we'll go blue. Anybody other than this? Okay, how many hazels? 1, 2. 2 hazels. How many blues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that everyone?
No.
Who didn't,
I don't know.
Hannah, where do you fall? Let's put you, green? Green.
Blue.
Green or hazel?
Just pick one. That's
Green. Let's go with green. 3. Does this account for everyone in here? Are there 16 of us in here? Are there 16 of us in here?
1, 2, 3,
How many of us are there? No, in this classroom right now.
15, 16.
16. Okay. Now, let's put this information in the pie. And then we're going to decide what our radius would be. So this is, I'm sort of tying this into what is used typically on like an ACT or in real life. Okay. So 6 out of 16, right? This is brown. 6 out of 16. And if we multiply that by all the way around, what percent would that be? What is that? What degrees would that be? So that I can make a sector.
Times what?
360 degrees? 135, so more than 90.
Sorry.
So that would be 90. Okay, so this would be brown, and it's 135 degrees. Okay, now let's do green. All right, green is 3 over 16 times 360. What's that? 67. So less than 90. 90 would be down. I'm going to say that's green. And what did you say it was? 60?
67.5. 68.
Let's call it 68. Okay. Hazel.
Hazel and
Hazel's
brown.
45.
Hazel and brown make up 180 or 182.
Can't keep up.
Okay, so hazel is how many degrees?
45.
45 degrees, and this is hazel. So guess what? Blue, you're everything else. What is blue? 112 point what?
112.5.
We need to leave it at 112. Okay. All right, so that this would be a pie chart, right? That's how they do pie charts, right? And divide a pie into sectors. Okay? So, now if we decided, what do you want a radius to be? 3. There we go. All right, so a radius is 3. What area of this pie graph makes up the blue?
You would, oh, I know.
What do?
You would do 2.
Area.
Higher school.
Okay. Pi 3 squared. So it's pi r squared times 112 over 360. What is that? So that would be the area represented by the sector that's blue.
Can you put that all in your calculator?
You
or
can.
do it in-
Yes, you can.
It's 2.
Well, I would put this in as a
Wait,
fraction.
wait.
Put this in as a fraction. What?
Why 3 the radius?
We just picked a number.
There's syntax
Yeah, that's what I
You
got
got
too.
syntax error?
Yeah.
in it. Times
9 pi times 112 over 360.
You can't write it as 9 pi. It has to be 9 times pi.
14 over
9 times
5.
pi. There we go. Hit the multiplication sign.
8.79.
Yeah.
Just multiply. Yeah, okay.
8.79.
14 over 5 pi.
Thank you.
8.8.
14 over 5 pi. So this is 14 over 5 pi. Or
8.8.
8.8. Whatever our unit measure
It
is.
was like 8.79. So.
No. That would just be the blue area. Okay, so everybody look. So the area can be represented by pi, the sector, or a decimal. Okay? All right.